A massive blackout is on the way, and many aren't prepared for that. No lights, all darkness, no water from the suppliers, no banks or supermarkets, only looting and panic everywhere. No freezer or fridge, no heat to warm you or cooling devices to keep you and your family cool, no smartphone communications, no internet, just chaos. But it doesn't have to be like that.
To mitigate most of the problems, you will need something like this, a solar power generator. This is a Bluetti one. I purchased already 3 of them because I had a massive blackout here on Europe recently, where my country, Portugal and Spain, were fully without any power supply. More than 60 million people without any power supply. And I was prepared with one of these devices. It saved us, me and my family, because we were here nice and quiet with the water pump. So we had water, we had lights, we used the microwaves, we used the air fryer, we charged all the smartphones, we charged the game consoles so the kids could stay quiet. And I tested many more stuff. I was going to connect the fridge and the freezer. I had all prepared, but I didn't, because by the end of the day, the blackout ended. So we had power again and it wasn't needed. It's a good strategy to use it only in the most important moments. So during the day, the fridge and the freeze will stay very well, and then at night you can plug to the solar generator and it will keep the food with the same quality. These generators are very nice and are much better than the gas generators because they are silent and you can use them indoors, while gas generators can only be used outdoors. And that's also a problem when it hits the fan, because it will do loads of noise and you want to stay quiet. You want to be with low profile. Apart from that, these devices can be used on camping, of course. It can power anything that you take into camping, the oven, lights, radio, smartphones, whatever, can handle very well. And you can have this, because it's very compact, in a van or minivan, and just go to enjoy nature life with your family or friends or even alone. However, the ones that I purchased are the more inexpensive model. It's the bang for the buck for the people that don't have money. I have to be fair, and if you don't have too much money, as I don't, you will prefer probably to buy something cheaper, or even to start this with the AC 180. And then you build up from there. However, Bluetti was aware of my situation and they kindly sent me to review this upgraded version, which is the
Elite
200 V2 version. It's a bit more expensive, it's true. It's about around 2x the price of the other version, but it handles much more power, it lasts longer, it charges faster, and it has something that you should always compare with other brands and other models as well, because it's an underestimated feature that this has. A massive 6,000 cycles, which means each time you discharge totally and then fully charge, which counts 1 cycle, this will last a lot, much more than the previous model that I talked about, the AC 180, and way more than other models in the market as well. Besides, Bluetti is a very credible and trustable brand. That matters to me. Sometimes I buy cheap stuff in my life, but in concerning the solar generators, I will not play with my money. I want something safe, something that is reliable, and that will hang on any blackout that will occur. So me and my family can be safe and without any worries during those periods. That can last long. Besides, I have a very nice plan for this unit that is more powerful than the other, and I will show you in a moment. I have to tell you though that despite the capacity of this solar generator to permanently supply your most needed devices during a blackout, it's a battery, so it will drain slowly. Well, depending on what you use, so you have to manage and use it on the most important things. This unit has the advantage of having 2000 watts per hour, which is a lot. It lasts much longer than the other version that I purchased. So the way to go with this kind of devices to fully benefit from its power is to charge them with a solar panel. You can use different options. They have their own solar panels, the Bluetti ones, which have 200 watts. I have another solar panel of 200 watts, but if you can place it on a permanent location, you will benefit from massive solar panels, but you have to be aware of the specs. So this can handle more than the other version that only supports until 500 watts of a solar panel, and this can handle 1000 watts. That means I'm able to use these two solar panels just to charge this unit, while with the other version I have to use one panel for each unit. The amperage and the voltage of the solar panel should be considered as well to fit the recommendations of Bluetti, but that is for a different video. Now let me show you what I'm doing here, which is really amazing. I'm very happy with it. I just ordered these two solar panels and I connected them to my Bluetti that it's inside, the Bluetti Elite 200 V2. They will not stay here. I just received them. I drilled the hole and connected the cables. I will show how to connect the cables. These solar panels will be probably at the roof, or I will do something here like a small roof. I don't know yet at this time. In a few days I will have the final solution, but it doesn't matter because it is charging and the Bluetti is powering right now my water pump in this right moment. So I'm already taking advantage of the Bluetti Elite 200 V2. Now let me show you how it works. So right now I have the cables coming from outside. This is a temporary fix. I will put silicone then to seal everything. For now it will stay like this. Then you can see that there are 4 cables, the black and the red. It doubles here because there are 2 panels. This is very easy. You can use only one panel. If you use only one panel, you will connect like this. And if you want to use 2 panels, you will connect like this. This is called a parallel connection, but you don't have to do anything or to think about it because Bluetti thought on that, and the cable that they supply, it's plug and play and it does everything for you. Let me explain. The cable connection comes with these 4 connections in the other side. So Bluetti marked here DC2 in this red, then there's a DC2 in the black one. This is for one panel. Then you have the DC1 black and the DC1 red. This is for the second panel. You just have to split by DC1, DC1, and then by DC2, DC2. If you want to use just one panel, just use one of them, choose DC1, and then connect the black to the black and the red to the red. Very straightforward. Using 2 panels, you choose this for one panel, and this one will connect to the black and the red in the other panel. Start by connecting first to this cable that Bluetti supplies, and then you'll know because this is male and the other side will be female, so it will be very easy to understand where to connect and if everything is all right. As you can see here, you have 2 cables that are from the same color. That might be confusing, but as you started by plugging in the Bluetti cable, then the other side will fit on the one that it's the only one that will fit here. So it's very simple to do the connection. You have the links of the cables on dobsonianpower.com. Now you can see here, today it's not very sunny, it's a bit cloudy, but while it's charging from the solar panels, it's giving power to my water pump. That's why you don't see it raining. Now, if the solar panel it's providing more energy than what you are spending, of course it will be always at 100%. And if the solar panel is not providing enough power, it will drain, but at a slower rate, which is awesome. Besides, you can use it during the night, and then by the morning, if it's sunny, or even if it's a bit of light, it will charge less, but it will charge anyway. And it will recharge your solar generator, so you can have always energy, free energy, which is awesome.
And it's super fast charging with the AC cable they supply as well.
Now this is just the beginning. I'm starting to test things, so now I will do it like this. The water pump is being powered. And the reason I don't want to add many devices at once is to avoid draining a lot of the battery. And this is intentional because I'm waiting for another blackout to occur, and I want to have, if something happened right now and it's almost night, I can still have battery enough to do my stuff during the blackout. It's a safe bet. While I'm using and taking benefit of a solar generator, instead of being stored waiting for a blackout, I'm taking benefit of the power of these generators. It's a kind of off-grid situation while I still have my on-grid connections. Although I know already that it can handle the machine washer that it's here, the dry machine, the lights, the things that I have to charge, and even the pumps for my swimming pool, I can't do it all at once. I'm testing slowly what is more important to me, which of course it will be the water pump, so it handles very well. And now I will add something and check if in days of almost no sunlight, it can handle during the night, then during the day with a low rate of charging. You know, I'm thinking on the worst of the scenarios, which is the lack of sunlight. That's why I will use it with only 1 or 2 devices daily. About the full specs, I will not bother you with more details. There are many, and Bluetti fortunately has a very nice and complete web page where you can check all the details of any of their devices. Just remember the most important ones that I just addressed in this video. Ask me in the comments if you have any doubts, or directly to Bluetti, because they have an excellent support. It's very important and beneficial to have solar panels so you can have free energy. That's the main goal. Apart from that, you can charge it on your car as well. It charges slower though, but it charges. And in case of a situation when it hits the fan and you have to run away for some reason, you will have that opportunity to charge your solar generator. Besides, as it's highly portable, you can grab and go straight away with the most important things you have. But that's another story. Now you want something to put you in a safer situation, give you comfort, knowing that any blackout will not make you feel bad because you can handle the situation with this solar generator. I will keep showing my off-grid project, what I'm building here with the Bluetti generators, so stay tuned and subscribe for more. You will need it.